Alright, back again. Today, I have a plan. Today, I absolutely must, absolutely have to, 100% must have potatoes. I need potatoes. I must have potatoes. And I'm not going to stop until I get them. Alright, so, in my ravenous, unstoppable potato lust, we're gonna have to work this out, right? All this has to come down. The only good thing about this is that I have the virtue of unlimited space. Normally, I do not have this. Right now, I do. So what do I want to do? We're going to do this recipe, right? That's first, and then we worry about mega potatoes. Oh wait, we have to, before I even do this, we have a problem, right? No, Muddy Sludge isn't backed up. Muddy Sludge was completely backed up a second ago. Now I was going to put in a big electrolyzer bag. The pure sand couldn't go because there was no way to vent Muddy Sludge. That has stopped? I didn't touch it. Did you touch it? Did someone fix this? Alright, so this is flowing temporarily. Why would you do that? You probably hit back at some point. So we had hit this point where this is all locked up and it was because no Muddy Sludge, right? Only now it's okay? Question mark? Now we even have a Muddy Sludge void that the Muddy Sludge generators are kicking in to fill. Alright, this is craziness. Walk away. Just walk away. It's crazy. It's craziness. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Bad thoughts. Bad thoughts. Bad thoughts. Instead, only think about potatoes. Only think about potatoes. Potatoes. Alright, so we need to go shopping for 3 more things, it looks like. And this means we need another caravan, which means we're probably going to put it right here. I mean, we have space. I could put it right here, I suppose. But because we have unlimited space horizontally, and that again is very strange, I will choose to do this instead. So all this is going to get picked up. Like all this. Don't get attached to any of that. This is all going to be reworked. Don't look at it. It's fine. And we need another caravan. We need a triple. We need you right here. Perfect. And you have to be kind of focused like this, right? How does this work? We got the seeds, we got the bacteria, we got coarse fraction from there and seeds from right there, so 3. So we need one more line coming up top, and we need to use the other half of this line right here. Alright, so what we're going to need is, this is good enough, right? Well, the bottom is going to vent directly onto this belt with long inserters, which means I'm going to have one like you, and I'm going to have a gap right about here. In fact, that's probably the entire thing is going to be gapped. And we're going to work out how it's going to work like this, right? We should probably move it over 1 just for neatness sake. There you go. Alright, so there is that. You require more manure bacteria, not the same amount. Alright, so we're going to need more longhand inserters. So go get chromium. Luckily, we have an entire box of it right here. Then we have to go on a magical quest. Like, where is biomass in nowadays? I understand waste biomass. I don't understand biomass in at the moment, though. Bam, 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 bam. Go get Iron Nexlet Timmy Special Alloy. That stuff's precious. That is one of our great bottlenecks. I'm gonna have to swipe this directly. Oh wait, the dinosaur's not even waiting. Interesting. Why isn't the dinosaur waiting? You'd expect him to be right here, but instead he is... Is he waiting for solder? Because this is where he's supposed to come. Now, is that you? No. No, it's not him. Where is that dinosaur? He's not waiting and hasn't been waiting here for a while. So that says he's getting solder? And solder is... Yes, he is getting solder. But it's not making solder because I have no molten lead. And it appears I have no molten lead because... Acetylene deficiency? We have no ore. Have the patches mined out? That's possible. It was very close to the starting area. And it has been being mined continuously for about 300 hours. I can believe that. I can also believe I don't have any acetylene. It's right over here, right? Missing required input fluid. Alright, so no acetylene. No acetylene equals no lead. Also no titanium. So why no acetylene? No lime? No limestone? I did put in a limestone vent, but that was after the consumer of limestone. So it would not make sense if it is stopped on account of no limestone. Unless it pulsed really hard and I got rid of all of the buffer. Alright, friends, why you no make acetylene? You do make acetylene. You make all the acetylene. Alright, here we have the answer. I have cut the line at some point. Okay, alright, understood, got it, check, bing, finger guns, got it. Love it how I just don't have to pay attention to normal ores. So I have at some point cut the acetylene line going to the lead. That is fabulous of me. Oh, this is where the biomass in is, right? I'll check on this real fast. It's by the seaweed thing, right? That makes biomass. So here we have... Oh, here we have another fertilizer maker. Is this a better fertilizer maker? I have two fertilizer makers, and I've been sending... yeah, I've been going right there on the manure maker, but I should have been coming right here. Huh. Well, that was bad behavior. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. I need a biomass product line. And I need to find out where I cut the acetylene line. Oh my god, this day is already so scattered. Alright, so you get your gas from over there or not there. This is where we vent acetylene in the happy situation where we have too much of it. So no acetylene worth talking about. I'm gonna come up here, up here. Here, up here, up here. And we actually... Okay, so we turned off this acetylene maker right here. This is a dead end. This no longer runs and needs to be ripped out. This is a legacy of a time that is past. Right here, I still see no... Where is the acetylene? We're getting very close to the main acetylene area. Why do we not have acetylene in the pipes? Why, I ask? Why? I must have done this fairly recently. This is a... Is that right? Oh, right here. Right here is where the acetylene is, and the acetylene isn't. That is the solution to my problem. When I redid titanium to get double titanium ore, I reworked this and didn't realize the acetylene passed through to also go to the lead. Alright, this is my fault. I'm dumb. Now, we need to find a biomass donor caravan, which I'm not sure I have. Here we have our main biomass line. It comes down like so. It goes all over the place because it's from old factory thinking. It comes down here past the starch generator, which I never ever use because I didn't want to deal with the byproducts. And then it gets turned into I've got better ash now. Got much better ash now. Here, let's help again. Let's help this out. Any more outposts? Let's make this a little more crowded, right? Let's pull out another dinosaur. Mr. Dinosaur, you're a helpy-saur. Mr. Dinosaur goes to the snack bar. No, don't do that. Store food. Mr. Dinosaur goes to the ashery, which is right there. And I want you until caravan has let's get 2,000 ash. No, 10,000 ash. There you go. Then add destination right here, and then empty cargo. Yeah, that'll work out. And then go. And then for here, we just like this. Then we work this a little differently, right? And this should be... Oh, I'm out of inserters. Ugly. This should be primary fertilizer. I shouldn't be taking the fertilizer from the manure area because it is more expensive. I have to be thrifty. I have to pinch my pennies. Okay, I'm gonna need more of these for what I'm planning. Alright, so we will go improve that a little bit, which again wasn't what we were thinking of doing. Wasn't even of the other thing we were thinking of doing. We have to remember only potatoes. We live for potatoes. We want potatoes. We gotta have potatoes. This is a potato day. We gotta get potatoes on potato day. Okay, this doesn't belong here anymore. There you go. Gotta get potatoes, potatoes on potato day. Potatoes are great on potato day. Potatoes are great. Any day with potatoes is a great day. We're gonna get a day with potatoes and eat the potatoes on the potato day. Potato day, potato day. So, biomass. We have biomass overflow up here, and this just wanders up to the biomass power plant, right? Yeah, right here. It comes up here, and then here we have biomass out, which we're having trouble venting, it looks like. Yeah. It's okay, I can help. I'm here to help. There we go. A little faster. Now this is waste biomass, which I should be used for also primary biomass. But apparently not. So I guess what we need to do is establish a caravan over by the seaweed area here. The super seaweed. I would love to put a caravan right here. And you're gonna have... It's like right here, I guess. This is a very random place to put this. I do not believe in this. I believe I'm gonna forget this. But I do know it's very much primary biomass. that all I have to do is just feed off this line, and I will get all the biomass I need. There. That will be able to bridge off anywhere. Unfortunately, it's going to denude this line a little bit, which is a problem. Still don't have enough seaweed to biomass. And that's going to cause problems with probably not the fishes. The fishes have their own biomass generator. But anyway, that takes care of that problem. I briefly had another problem in my mind. Ever so briefly, but I don't remember it. So it doesn't exist. I think it had to do with, power poles. Go get some more. I can't just make them on the spot anymore because I leveled up. By leveling up, I mean I now have so many more possessions to weigh me down. It isn't like the good old days anymore. All my worldly possessions fit in a couple laundry baskets. Nope. I live a complicated life with an entire factory and a family of dinosaurs. It looked weird. It did look weird, but it wasn't actually a problem. It just looked weird. So here we are in Yadal land. Yay land. Oh, I can't get through there? That blows. Okay. So, as we were ranting at the beginning of our frenzied running around session, we now need to take this recipe and make it real. We need biomass, ash, and fertilizer, all of which we just laid eyes on. So, caravan out. You got a job. Your job, go to the snack bar. Store food. And then I want you to go down to the lead mining area, I suppose. That was next. That's oil sand. Lead ore, which means this right here is the caravan, I guess. It doesn't show up very well. No. I did do it right here. That must be right there then? No. Is it not showing up? Pipe? Caravan outpost. There you go. What are our proportions? 10 biomass, little fertilizer, flash. Where do you go? I wandered all the way down here. And then I want you to, until caravan has 1200, no wait, biomass. Biomass. In quantity 1200. Then I want you to go right next door to fertilizer, us, which I have to remember is the proper place for fertilizer. I absolutely will not remember this. I want you until caravan has like 600. And I want you to come all the way up here to the ashery. And then I said 600. And honestly, until caravan, this is not enough. Until caravan has 2000 ash. There we go. This is only not enough. So 800, and then you go to 1600. Yeah, that's enough. That's good use. Alright, then you come here. Right there, and then you do the normal thing. You wait until the circuit says go, and then you until target, until target, until target. Until the circuit says comparator equals go, and then it is ash. And then it is fert. Then it is biomass. There you go. So I want you to put in 1500 ash. I want you to put in 700 fertilizer, and I want you to put in 1500 biomass. I said 2000. Is good? Is good? Here. Tell me why this isn't good. Go. Alright, dinosaur going. And power this up. You are, of course, ash. Now, you are, of course, fert. You are, of course, biomass. Great. Alright, so bam, bam, bam. Alright, so you're only going to serve up, I don't know, biomass. Biomass, right there. Bam, bam, bam. Which leaves you doing fert and you doing ash. So right there, whitelist, ash, boom. You whitelist right there, fert, there, bam. Now it's just a matter of getting you on the right page, which we will do, I guess, right here, even though it's going to look really awkward. Here, you don't exist anymore. You exist right there. Could drag it across right there. Probably more thematic. I can do that later. Alright, so, there we go. We should have all of our ingredients. And now it's time to clip the lines, because these are all misaligned. And we have to redo all of this. Here, this is probably enough, right? To really ruin the day of all these potatoes. So what we want is to try to build for the future. Everything you picked up. Everything. Everything, I say. Where are you getting power from? I don't care. I'm happy for you. It's great. Alright, so, Mr. Potato. Really? Why was that so difficult, guys? No. That only looks like that. Okay, decent size. Nice building. Give it a little space, I guess. Start right here. Yeah, that should be the watchword, right? Leave a little space. And so we have an outline and 2 ends here, 2 ends here, 2 ends here. So we're going to want to leave an in here and an in here. And these things are distinct. So no putting them back to back. So, sorry, not sorry situation. So the next place to put it is right here. Only we're going to be doing every other, right? So we're going to remove this guy. We're trying, maybe I shouldn't take up more space. I was doing a green wall kind of thing. Maybe I should. Maybe I should keep doing every other. Alright, you've convinced me. We're doing this recipe. Well, you're not going to exist in a second, so just hang tight. So we want this alignment. And we want this alignment. Yeah, I'm the boss here. I determine where things are aligned and where things aren't. Yeah, I'm in charge. And don't blame potatoes. I'll handle that myself. And so this will come across like so. And then later we've left room for another. Wait. We have not left enough room. So they should be double lines. And this line will be the same as this line will be the same as this line. Okay, so we have more room to increase the amount of tubers we possess still more. Alright, good. Bam, bam, bam. Yes. the tuber dominion continues to swell. You're going to produce 8 every 75. That's still not great. Alright, so, I guess just one of you. One of you. We try our best to cover everything. Do this. Is this alright? Do we believe in this? So pipes in, materials in. No, we don't have power in, so we can't test it really. This should be everything, right? Here, have some dirt, have some coarse fraction, have some of those. Do I have any biomass on me? I do not. I also don't. I haven't hooked up the pipes properly. And I determine what is proper. Do not question me. There, that is proper. Then this is proper. Do not question me. Right there. Alright, so you have everything you need but the biomass. Oh, because I disrupted the system. That was my fault. My bad. I did wrong. My bad. But we appear to have everything we need. So, it's time to just clean up everything, I guess. All these have to be picked up. I'm not looking forward to it. But I'll do it. Is this in the name of efficiency? I don't know. There we go. This is faster. I'm actually going to completely pull the plug on everything. And we're going to end up with so much stuff in our inventory. Just an overwhelming amount of it. Oh no, hands will be doing handy things. No, no handy things. So I have to come up here now. And we're going to have to run all the way back. Can I do this? Yes. Alright, good. This is fairly fast. And then we're going to have to sweep twice more. Once for all these pipes, which I think is going to be a bot-assisted pickup job. And then for all of the actual tuber producers, which will be me. Alright, bots, go. Undo my mistake. Yes, monkey, we will undo your mistake. Yes, we knew this was going to happen. It's going to be annoying, but not that long. And then after I pick up all those, I'll be ready to lay them out in the proper configuration. Hopefully their configuration will survive the next level up. I figured out something else I really need. I need more manure. I need more manure because of urea, and because I'm going to have to steal a whole bunch of manure in order to try to make the next level tubers. Because again, must-have potatoes, factory demands potatoes. Factory demands very advanced French fries. The Corlexes have a delicate, refined palate. They can only be satisfied with the greatest of tubers. But, that's not going to happen for a little bit. My inventory is going to overflow. This is going to be bad. I won't be able to pick up all these guys. Oh, ground ammo. Nice. There must be an ammunition bush around here. I'll have to find it one day. Here, take this. I don't have room for it in my inventory. Isn't it nice when you just wander around and you just find a nice... Oh, I forgot to do something, which I'm very tempted to just go do right now. I had to go check out the wall, one of the walls, which I knew had taken pretty substantial damage. I'm not close to it right now, but I'm not far either. I'm gonna go take care of it. It's down here. Okay. I'm not close, but I'm also on a walkway. There's like close to fast travel to it. So I will go take care of this problem. Just a little maintenance. One day the maintenance will be done. No, guys, don't go. Don't be brave. Don't be brave. Did I just lose a bot? I did lose a bot. Should be easy to make them now that I have all the infrastructure. Ugh. Oh, they actually took out a piece of wall here. I have to remember to just keep coming around every once in a while. Or else they'll get through. The horrible creatures will get through. Here is the problem area I wanted to repair. And look, another piece of the outer wall is gone. I must replace it with inner wall because I'm really lazy. And then all these hands that got vomited on. It's gonna be it's a long-term weakness, isn't it? The fact that the hands can get lapped. Fine on gas. Okay, so good. Now we can return to what I should have ripped down a little bit of the other wall over there instead of pulling up the inner wall. I know. Laziness is as laziness does. So what I need is more manure for several purposes coming up, which means I have to actually do the next og recipe, which, if you recall, og, level 2 og, right here. And this requires not that much. Like, I was afraid of the raw fiber, but now that I'm making so much cacalc, that's just saying it needs 3 cacalc, which I would absolutely throw in without even thinking. So we're going to have to rebuild the poop farm with advanced poopers fairly soon, right? And the process for making a level 2 og is, again, look at this. Look at this, look at this, look at this. You have to make an energy drink, and you give it to a young og, and 70% chance nothing happens. He just has a good time. 10% you get a really wired adult og, like twitchy. Like this is like permanent ADHD. It's not a good solution. A very small percentage chance you get a survivor og, someone that's just better all around. But then the other 20% of the time you get no og at all. No og. You give the energy drink to the og pup, and then the og is just gone? Excuse me? What mad science is this? Does it explode? I'm completely full now. That's terrible. What happens to the og? What happened to the og? Where did the og go? Is the og in orbit around the moon? Is the og... Does it turn into a biter on the spot? That'd be kind of awesome, actually. We just have to make a bin. A bin of stuff. I've got way too much intermetallics. Yeah, I just got a lot of pipe on me. That's a big problem. A lot of this will resolve itself, so just put a bunch of materials in here. Have faith. So that's one thing I need an answer from Pi on. Where does the og go, Pi? What happens to it? We don't end up with a corpse. It's not dead. It's obviously not going to be in the factory, right? Right, Pi? Right? That's how it goes, right, Pi? But I may not get an answer on that. because I am but a crazy person shouting to myself. Hit you out. Except not. Except really not. Because you're not going to exist in a second here. Then placeholders, so I don't mess up. And we copy this entire thing, right? No, we copy this entire thing, right? Yes. Yes. This is advanced. Alright, except this doesn't exist. And this doesn't exist. And now we do this pattern going forward. Maybe I shouldn't put the hookups in. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. It's so hard to say. Who can say what is right and wrong, Your Honor? Surely no mortal man. This is going to be more diffuse as far as a green wall, so if I have a problem I can always just, you know, double the tubers. I am kind of being foolish, aren't I? Well, I want to extend the green wall first, so if I end up having too much length on my potatoes, then yes, I will have been foolish. I will do this bit for you guys, as you guys do belt badly. I will do this all the way down. We're probably going to run out of belts, aren't we? I want to say there is a 100% chance we're going to run out of belt. That is a shame. Maybe I can just... No, the belts are important guidelines. Yeah, whatever. Keep going. Do not listen to those little voices in the back of your head. They lie. They lie. Only go forward. Only make potato. Can we really see? No, good. Only potato. Only potato. We think only of the potato. Bam. Okay, go my pretties. How many of these tail palms do I have? Oh, I got lots more to go. Yeah, this wall is going to extend. And I'm definitely going to have to go get more belt. And then after this, I have to work on getting super potatoes. I don't think I'm going to need them, but I want them. Like, especially in light of how much space I have for potato plantations. I really should be giving it over to another plant, like right about here. Yes. Yes. I should change plants somewhere in here. I can get behind that. Alright, new plan. We're going to do a dense potato field. And then, like, right here, I'll stop. I'll pick all this up. And then we'll do another plant. We have to do Grod. Maybe we'll see if Grod fits in. What's a Grod swamp look like? It doesn't tell me how big it is. I'll have to make one. Grod. Hopefully it's the same size. Where is it? Grod. Oh, there we go. Grod swamp. I wish I knew how big you were. They can assume a megawatt. That's not really what I would expect from a swamp, Kind of a hoity-toity high-end swamp right there. Not sure I approve. So we'll do a dense build here. And then use the space for something else. Use the space for something else. Don't have to put everything in one place. Use the space for something else. Still very paranoid that I am not going to have enough space to hit my goal for getting research science without having to expand again. Chemical science, excuse me, not research science. Yeah, definitely don't want to have to go on another flamethrower walk. Okay, how many more do I have? I have one more. Okay, so this is fine. This is good. This is quite comfy. I agree with this. And then, how many of these do we got? Lots. Each one of you are going to be spitting out like 0.1 Tuuphra a second. I got a bunch, so we're probably at like 2 Tuuphras a second or something. And then if I... Uh-oh. I made a mistake. Fumbling around with hotkeys, hit the wrong thing. Gave a mixed signal. Bots do not understand subtlety. Come on guys, just gonna put it right back. It was a mistake, okay? Monkey made a mistake. Monkey hit the wrong button. Monkey made a mistake. You know you like it. Just float there smugly for a little bit. Okay. So, this should be everything, right? Now let's get rid of this dirt. Okay, let's get rid of this coarse fraction. Okay, let's get rid of this potato. Let's get rid of ash. Sure, take this ash. What else? Biomass, fertilizer. In there you go. Seeds. There you go. There you go. Take those seeds. So, I don't think we left enough space right here. We'll have to pull this one up next time. That's fine. That is no huge problem. Alright, so we have successfully leveled up on Tuuphra. And we will take a look. Why are we low on seeds? We're low on seeds because... yeah. I wonder if this can keep up. No potatoes are coming through. Why don't you have power? Alright, so I need to get rid of these small electric bolts. They no longer have a purpose in the world. Alright, so good enough. Don't pay attention to it. We leveled this up, now we have to get bigger potatoes. We got more potatoes. Now we need bigger potatoes. And that kind of has to happen right here, right? Oh, we need another Tuuphra vantage. Tuuphra. I have to get a need limestone. Yeah. Never want limestone in your inventory. Do any of you need limestone or anything? No one actually needs limestone. Oh, I haven't thought about war in a long time. I wonder if there's anything to be done with that. Thank you. So we're going to go over here. We're going to snag a unit of limestone. Then we're going to run all the way back. And we're going to try to figure out how we're going to be able to handle a Tuuphra grow situation. It's like a 1 in 200 shot, but it requires a lot of manure. And we're not really there yet with manure. We only get a trickle, and I was mistakenly dumping it into fertilizer when I should have been taking a much, much more efficient route. Go get some tin, it says. Down here. My base is right here. Base is where the materials are. Right there. So make me a Tuuphra plantation. And then I will look at it. And I'll decide what is to be done. And I'm not... like... Okay, we're gonna go take a look. I know I don't have a manure caravan. And I could up the manure production. Okay, so if we're finally getting all this, and then depolymerized organics is no longer completely out. Okay, that's good. Looks like we're backed up on processing. Because bone meal? Do we have a way of getting rid of bone meal? Strange. Forever this was just super important. Now, no, we have to vent bone meal. How do we get rid of this? Turn it into organic solvent? Yeah. That's it. That's the only thing I can do. Organic solvent. And how do I get olefins? No, I don't got... well, I kind of got fluorine gas, but I don't think so. Nextlit, hydrogen, and carbon dioxide makes olefins in an olefin plant. Alright, so we have to make a vent for bone meal. We have hydrogen here. We have carbon dioxide right around here. I know this is true because I just brought it over. CO2. We have hydrogen, we have CO2, we have Nextlit. It's on this rail. It's like this, right? So we have everything you need to make olefins right here, which means the only thing I have to care about is then dumping the organic solvent into the system. Now this is a problem because we are almost certainly completely full up on organic solvent because we are making it with the delightful cumene recipe right here, and it is not treated as a primary producer. It is treated, well, it's not, it's treated like a system that has no waste involved, when in fact it does have waste now. And we have another one like that, because bone meal turns into waste organic solvent. So you must use the waste before you use the primary production. We have another facility over here which produces organic solvent right here. You also need... no, you need an underflow valve. I put the wrong valve in. I'm gonna lose my license. Gonna lose my license. I can't believe I'm just overflowing on organic solvent. So how long? How many hundreds of hours did I spend just wanting just a little bit more? If only I could have a little more solvent. Now it's officially graduated to waste product. No, that really is why the game is great. Situations do not stay static. Okay, right here. You need to underflow out. You underflow. So only when there is a lack. Alright, so now we have rigged up the line correctly. So what we have to do is make an olefin plant. Olefin plant. For which we need rubber, copper, and it's going to make a whole bunch of normal pipe. Alright, we can handle it though. We can do this. Really should have done this all at once long ago, but, well, we all live with our regrets, eh? We have no choice but to do so. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. Alright, so olefin. No? Oh, I didn't pick up any rubber. Okay, no problem. Olefin. Bam. Alright, that will be made someday. And while that is going, let's try to cite... Oh, what's the bone meal? Bone meal goes into organic solvent in a filter. Do I have one of you? I do. Nice. And this is how bone meal leaves the system. I guess... kind of want to do it right here, right? Yeah. Or right here in the shadow of everything. Though this shadow is going to fall. No, we're going to do it right here. So we can't do anything until we get that olefin plant. So let's think about potatoes while that's happening. Now it's what you do. You think about potatoes. We need to do this. So this will get... Oh, it's a 1 in 200 shot. That was a little lower than that. Oh, coughing fit. So this requires Tuuphra, which is unfortunate. It requires manure, which is more unfortunate. It's the manure part that's the new and terrible part, because everything else we have up there already. Actually, I should do this in line with everything, right? Just totally in line. Like the first one, the first Tuuphra plantation should be trying to make the Uber Tuuphra, but it needs carbon dioxide instead of water. Yeah, I've got carbon dioxide up there. Yeah, and the only thing I have to bring is manure, and the problem is it's a lot of manure. So, and then once I have the first Tuuphra, it's simple to breed it up. Okay, no, it's simple. It's expensive to breed it up, but it's sure. The only weird thing is the phosphoric acid. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I'll figure it out. Anyway, we made an olefin plant. Good for us. I don't think I've used one of these. Okay, so we'll want to site it right here, right? Sure. And your job is to make olefins. Like that. Okay, good. I don't know what way it's going to be best. And then right here we need a filter. And you make organic solvent. Do we have organic solvent around here? I think we do, right? Didn't we pull a line? We have a line in the center, kinda. There's oleochemicals, which is different and worse. Manure is actually not backed up, not even close. This is still going. It's fine. Where is this manure going? Oh, it's going over to the fertilizer plant, right? Where I shouldn't be taking fertilizer from. What are you doing? Oh, it's delivering fertilizer here. Oh, so I should just stop this thing. Just stop. All you have to do is just stop. Now I have manure on my hands. And this is stopped too. So this is legacy right here. This was my first manure fertilizer area, and I've bridged it over using that caravan. Okay, that makes sense to me. But what doesn't make sense is where am I going to get this organic solvent out? So let's try to focus for like a nan. Oh, let's look at potatoes. Let's not focus. Potatoes. 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 Potato. Oh, wait. I can type in potato and it comes up with Tuuphra? Oh, it looks in the description as well. Nice. I didn't know that. All right, potatoes. Potatoes. So for a long time we have been suffering with 23 potatoes a minute. But now, in the glorious new age, it looks like we're probably around triple that overall. Triple potatoes. That's great. Triple potatoes is a great day. Triple potato day. So anyway, organic solvent. You are now the problem line. I have to try to hook up waste to you, so it should come east. Or no, west. Don't follow me. Oh, we just stop here? Guess we try to thread a pipe into the mess? I mean, I know organic solvent goes north, so maybe I just go north with it. Problem is I have so many other materials right here. This is old style thinking, but it does have a certain validity. I will solve a problem today. I will. Bam. Okay. Right into the middle of the guts. So we will fork you right here. And we'll pick up bone meal. You will go this way. And you should output priority to the right. So we will only vent this way. And we are out of belt. That was a related issue from earlier. Okay. So it's just one more thing, one more thing, one more thing. I'm really disappointed I don't need the Digosauruses for more. I guess that tailings in the Nextlet recipe should not exist. It is a serious, I mean, out of pie science, that has to be glass related. Which is something I'm going to handle at some point, just not right now, right? That's what I keep telling myself anyway. Does it work like that? Maybe, maybe, maybe. So let's go this way and this way. And we have milk for right now, and this is being made. I wonder what's going on there. More potatoes was the bottleneck, and we did address that in some way. So maybe that's now unstuck. Maybe? I don't know. I was drawing a line. This line went right here. This line was going to have bone meal on it. Bone meal, which has gone from something too precious to possibly use, to just a straight waste product. It's a waste. This strikes me as wrong. Using this space like this. It should come up like this. Like, this is all old style thinking. This is all just a waste of space. This is all just asking for problems. I guess I'm going to ask. We'll leave this space right here for something in case it's necessary. Alright, so we need to vent bone meal. How fast are you? Super fast? No. Not super fast. Okay. So I guess you're going to go like this. I mean, huzzah, right? And then hydrogen comes right here. Once again, rendering this walkway a little less useful. And then we leap all the way across. plug in right there. Oh, we're gonna get stuff in our inventory. There. There. Oh no. Oh no. That is... Alright, we're verging into emergency situation here. A true inventory emergency. Alright, who needs incubated petri dishes? Who wants some? Right here. Take that. Who needs substrate? Anyone substrate? No? No one likes orange? No one thinks orange is cool? I have an orange consumer. This, oh, right there. He thought orange was cool and he was just too shy to say anything about it. What are we doing here? That's what I want to see. I got a few more cacalc to replace with super cacalc. Just not right now. So anyway, I was doing this, right? Oh, and I'm still not completely hooked up. Because we need more incubated petri dishes in our inventory. That's why we're here, with incubated petri dishes. Bam. Okay. So, that should get the chemical ingredients in. What is now needed is the plate ingredient, the belted ingredient. We will bring in over right here. I think that's Nexlet, right? Yeah, it looks like Nexlet. It's the weird Dwarf Fortress adamantium color. Of course that's Nexlet. Down, down. 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 Just remember, this is all just to vent bone meal. Because we're backed up. Right there. To right. Okay. Good. You're making olefin. Oh, we're actually doing it now. Except for the part we don't have organic solvent out, which I think has to come down right here. Even though it probably... We're almost out of gasoline. Oh, this is why we're not making pie science, because we're almost out of gasoline. Okay, alright, just stick a pin in that. We're gonna go, we'll go fix it. We'll fix it. We will fix it. Don't worry. We'll fix it. It'll be okay. Everything's gonna be alright. Everyone stay calm. The factory is in no danger whatsoever. Everything is okay. There is no danger. Everyone stay calm. Just if everyone just behaves rationally here, there will be no problems whatsoever. Oh, and this is usually for arthropod blood. Okay. Now is the time to panic. Everyone needs to start panicking right now. This is absolutely not a drill. Your survival is going to be determined by your ability to effectively run and scream simultaneously. I would say go, but the intelligence among you have already started, so I'm just gonna keep going like this. Keep going exactly like this. So up here, I can fix it. I can fix it. I can fix it. Totally can fix it. I can fix it. I can fix it. Bam. Alright, that's close to being fixed. Very close. So we will go and we will hook this up, and then we will run screaming, and we will try to figure out why we don't have sufficient power to run the base. I could have sworn I solved this issue back when I increased production, and How best to do? There is no best to do. Only do like this, I suppose. So I really want to use this line, but alright, fine. We will use this line. It will be more thematic. Even though this is going to look a little goofy. This is going to look a lot of goofy. But this has less chance of messing up my liquid rails. And that's more important by a lot. Okay, there we go. Take that bone meal. Alright, are you happy? Are you happy? You are now destroying 2 bone meal a second. That should definitely... Well, wait a second. This is not overflow. This is direct in. Alright, so hold on. I've already messed up. I've in fact made it worse. Why are you stuck? Oh, you're harvesting chitin. Okay. So, this is wrong. This thing I did. If you have begun panicking, do not stop. It is getting worse. We want overflow bone meal, which is over here. Okay. Overflow bone meal. Here, we're gonna even fortify this. Yeah, fortify that. So the meat line is now stopped up at meat. I really need to get rid of you in a better way because the augs just aren't cutting it. They don't need to recharge fast enough. I should be turning you into tin and atomizers. I should pull all of this down and then just put in a whole bunch of atomizers. And I already have one, so alright, I guess I'll do this in a second here. Didn't I have like 5 other things I was doing? First thing is obviously to find out why gasoline is stopped. This implies that the entire refining stack has stopped. The refining stack would stop because something is clogged up, but I have to have made a mistake with the pipes. That is what this means to me. I have made a pipe mistake. You have stopped because you cannot get rid of middle distillate? Medium distillate? No. No. You can't get rid of strip distillates? What? Oh, we're out of the alloy. Ooh, and we need gasoline to make the alloy. Ooh. Ooh, this is a bit of a puzzle, isn't it? Okay, so tin chromium alloy. That's what it wanted, right? Do we make that out of the tin produce or out of the chromium line? Let's go take a look. Because we had an entire this is zinc. Didn't we have an entire caravans area of this? Maybe that was just so here we have chromium and we have tin chromium. Alright, you run off propene, which is good. And you make 2 tin chromium every... So I'm just going to tell you to go. And I think I probably need more of this, right? Like, I just need to put down at least 1 more smelter, and I don't have room for another, so it's just going to have to be 1 more smelter. Oh, look, I can just make 1. So I'm going to put this guy right here, and then we'll sneak over the alloy. Because it's tin chromium, and I haven't been short of either tin or chromium. So that means... It's just we're going to double propane consumption, and we're already at like half of half pipe. That's what I'm trying to look here. I guess I should be using syngas, even though that is a lot less efficient, you know? So this is probably going to cause more problems. This is definitely going to cause more problems. And right here. I did not think alloy would be the bottleneck. So how much do you need? 3 in, 4 ins? That's enough hands. Okay, good. Then we just have to power this. Easy peasy. Right there. Okay. So, we have doubled production of tin chromium. This is enough? Question mark. Here, let's take a look. Tin chromium. So, our normal consumption rate is like 20 a minute, 22 a minute, 25 a minute. And our normal production rate is, it has to be stopped by just production limits, right? So I wonder what's going on here. Anyway, we have just put more stress on propene, that weirdo chemical we can't sustain. And I should really just do syngas. Alright, I'm going to do that. We have a syngas maker. Propene requires resources I don't want to use. So we're just going to clip this. I'm going to let it bleed out right there. We have syngas around here? Gotta. Do not believe we do not have syngas. Whereas syngas is essentially infinite. Okay, no, that's not true. That is, syngas has a capacity to make more syngas behind it. So it's kind of renewable. So even though this is adding 50 a second syngas consumption, we have many syngas makers that can cover that, whereas propene is a bigger problem. Yeah, the syngas line is completely full, which means we have capacity that's offline. Alright, so now we're going to go check on gasoline. We're going to go back. I'm going to step back one full step. And look at that. See if we have solved this problem and the gas is flowing. We can check. Yeah, there's pulses of gas coming through the pipe, but we are definitely behind at this point. Maybe we should put a little more of a buffer right there. Just a little more. So we only have 2 arms filling this belt, which makes me uncomfortable. So I will do something about that to alleviate that discomfort. Like that. Tin chromium, please. Right there. See, this requires... No, it doesn't. Okay, good. This is starting, I guess. We have plenty of heavy oil. I don't understand this. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Demons. Demons. Demons everywhere. Don't look at demons, don't think about demons. Demons. Now we have to go do potatoes. And the last piece of the potato factory is, the last piece of the upgraded potato journey is manure. And manure, as I was examining earlier, which was the start of this gyrating chaos. Is that manure? Kind of looks like it might be manure. No, that's oil sands. We need to establish manure depot. And right now, manure comes from right here, it flows down, it turns into urea, right? And that is currently the choke point for batteries, if I recall. But we'll see. So yes, we have manure actually backing up, which is weird. We're probably Zogna limited. Oh, this is a terrible way to make urea. I mean, it makes a lot of urea. But we have much better ways. Urea. Oh, maybe not. Maybe this is the way. Huh. That's a... Need to make one more of these. So... This is clearly still a problem. It's backing up, but ever so slowly. Batteries are very close to being a bottleneck right now. It's like production and consumption are pretty much balanced. And if I start stealing manure off the line, this will not be so balanced anymore. But what choice do I have? He says, not really convincing anyone. There's always a choice, right? Okay, so the logical thing to do. Alright, so what's going to happen in the future? What's going to happen in the future is I'm going to rip all of this out, and we are going to make a manure factory like over here somewhere, like right in here maybe. And the manure that will then come and get dropped off here. So we will have continuity with the consumption line. And so I really should locate the caravan like right here-ish, but there's no space. Like right here-ish. Usually more caravans. Just kind of force it in right here, and that's our right manure in. Or do I find a better place in this dense area? Or maybe not worry about it. Maybe not worry so much. Might be best to save this until later. Because I'm really on a knife edge right now when it comes to this material. So maybe I just stick with the level of potatoes I have. Alright. I am consumed with shame by the size of my potatoes. The diminutive mass of each spud. But it is not the correct time. I need to start making energy drinks, I guess. That's gonna be weird. Dinosaurs back, dinosaurs picking up. That is certainly a faster rate that's being consumed. Really? We're running short on limestone. That's unexpected. Alright, let's go look at our potatoes. Then we have to go look at aloe and Renea. Renea should be ready to stand up completely right now. Good. Potatoes. Yeah, potatoes are making it, kinda. kinda. More dirt. More coarse fraction. Anything else in here I care about? Maybe. That's a maybe. Need to do something about those aloe orchards. Alright, so we're just gonna call it here for right now, for today. Not for this episode, but for this area. Are we able to actually feed everything with seeds? It looks like we're very much on edge with that. Looks like it is very much struggling to keep it fed, which is going to be a problem if I have to add in another botanical garden to rip apart tubers and tuber seeds, because there ain't no space. I'll have to worm something up, and that will be a problem. I'll have to watch this. Because we clearly won't be able to run this with super tubers, because it'll be going at twice as fast. And it will be consuming more seeds, so I'll have to do something about this, which means I should have put this over here. Maybe I put the other seed generator right here. Maybe I do that now. But I don't have it. Maybe that's a problem for later. How about all of these maybes? Are we having trouble venting? Can I help with that? Is it an easy way out? No. There in fact is not. And we're just gonna assume that everything's okay. Alright, everything's okay. Everything's fine. It's gonna be alright. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Demons. So I think we have to start planting grod now? No, we have to go get another atomizer and take care of meat. Those augs have to move over to maybe the other aug area, set them up there. Maybe throw them into bins. I don't know. Yeah, we're real low on lead, and that's because of propane. So it's a good thing I put a stop to that. Propane isn't a real chemical. How are we doing here? Just steady state, I guess. Not a bottleneck, so don't worry about it. We want an atomizer. For an atomizer, we need more iron. So, where am I? Go get more iron. Build another atomizer. Okay. Then we will go and we will replace the aug overflow with tin ore. I gotta go get more caravans. Let's go get more the actual dinosaurs right now. Then we're gonna have to start thinking about grod. We'll have cadaveric rooms soon. Alright, so that's taken care of. Right here is what we have to do now. So all of this has to just get picked up. Augs, you did good, but you are an inefficient source of power. Now I'm full of augs, which is a great feeling, honestly. Augs will love you for life. Just don't tell them about the laughter factory. They don't think it's funny. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna make some tin ore. Tin ore will come right here. Ends up in this caravan outpost. So we need atomizer, atomizer, atomizer. Oh, my dude, you can do better than that. I don't want to waste space, but I have space. So atomizer, atomizer, atomizer. Atomizer, atomizer, atomizer. And you need wood in, and you also need meat in. So what you need. Tin ore, right there. Bam, bam. And this will eat 5 meat every 10 seconds, so 1.5 meat just devoured. Which, you phrase it like that and the augs just flinch. But it's what needs to be done. Oh. Of course we need power for some reason. It needs wood. Don't understand. It's okay. How much ore do you produce? A lot of tin ore. That's fine. That's too much. So obviously we're going to need better hands here. Here, we've got them, so we'll use them. Alright, so tin ore caravan. Now we pull up the wood. So and then we connect the meat. The meat we don't want just gets atomized. So great, right? No problems whatsoever. So the meat line flows. Oh, gotta get rid of this. Can I shove you in here? I don't wish. This meat needs to be atomized. Okay, so tin ore. This just has to go. And we are now doing biomining. It'll be quite some time before the doctor is able to see you, but the doctor will see you in time. Okay, so this is going to clog. That's fine. Alright, so we need a receptor for tin ore. We will, of course, do this with caravan. So I'll go up and grab more stacks of caravans up here. Right about here-ish. Where did I do this? Usually I just run by and see it by chance. So not quite here. Not quite the snack bar. So next block over, right? There we go. Bam, bam. And we now have waste tin ore. So tin is coming from this way. Reasons to gives me reason to believe that there's probably tin over here. Alright. Okay. Right. So our situation is like this. We must put down a oh nice. We got tech. Don't get distracted by the shiny tech. So we have tin ore in. Okay, get distracted. Alright, so we have yet another weird plant we have to go make. We should probably start making it now. And the next thing I should do is augs. Because I need more manure coming for a lot of reasons. I can get manure out of muck-mucks. Oh, that's terrible. 30 fogwa for that? Oh, that's awful. So let's, Eog. So I guess we head for this. Even though it's 2 techs away. And we mainly need this for the manure. And we have to make quality aug food. Oh, this makes empty milk barrels? That's trash. We'll have to do this over by the Corlexes, I guess. For ease of transport. Because managing 2 types of barrels is just awful. What's the energy drink made of? Concentrated seed pulp. We need seed extract. We need sugar. All this stuff I don't got. Am I making a Renea seeds? I don't know. Makes a lot of energy drinks though. It's just comical. What's a normal AUG? AUG? It's not even all that more it's not even that energy efficient. It's just a joke. What's not a joke is this recipe right here. This will solve a manure problem. Art. Where are we on our path to art? We are not really approaching art. We were going for muckmucks, right? But now we're getting distracted again. Alright, that's fine. I can be distracted. Og. Give me energy drinks. This isn't on a path to anything except next gen Ulrichs. Oh, and no, that's not good at all. We can get next gen Ulrichs. Just apologize to them over and over and over again. Just the most miserable of species given over to the bees. What's this? Ocula. Floating eye. We developed it without anything that can harm. It will deliver stuff to you when you are outside the logistics area. That's probably something I have to do, right? And then I can start doing an actual logistics network without a logistics network. That sounds like a great idea. What's this, an iPod? Overpriced junk place to keep your Oculus bringing stuff to you. What? Overpriced junk place to keep your Oculus bringing stuff to you. We have to go look at that. This is a much better way to regenerate AUGs, which is, you know, a little late. And yeah, this just isn't good energy because the building extracts it badly. Yeah, anyway, we have to look up Oculus. Research energy drink. Comedy time. Ocula? You've developed a weird, creepy, overpriced eyeball creature. Ocula is a personal logistics device that will deliver items even if you are outside the range of a roboport, which is going to be always for me. Ocula has no range limit, delivers items based on your personal logistic filters. Very helpful if you don't have global logistics. No, I don't. Ocula requires an item iPod for storage. Each iPod has room for 3 Oculus. The iPod must be placed in range of a roboport network. The Oculus will only pick up items from that. Okay, I see. So this is where I wire up my mall with the roboport network, and then I stick the iPod there, and then the Ocula comes to me from wherever, and just will always keep me topped up with belt or whatever. All right, so that's interesting, but not nearly as great as I had imagined. We need a caravan. Give me a caravan. All right, you got a simple job. All you caravans have simple jobs, which is store food. And I want you to go down, I want you to pick up tin ore, what used to be meat. Right there. I want you to fill cargo, and I want you to come here, and I want you to empty cargo. And this is your life forever. Go. Go and be useful. This is not quite right. It's like you, and then like that, and it has to be like this, and we have to preference from that side, because that is waste tin ore. And it is very important not to get your waste tin ore confused with your primary production tin ore. Prevent jams. Only you can prevent jams. So right here, okay, gasoline is back up. Obviously tech is going again. We solved the mystery of the slow tech. It's because of tin chromium ore delivery slow. Which in turn might have been because of propane. Propane might have run out because of no lead. Because no lead, no acetylene. I believe in that. So now this produces, looks like we have 4 every 3 seconds, about 1 a second. That's probably fine, right? Maybe. Alright, so what am I doing? We're going to get rid of these augs in our inventory, which means we're going to go over to the aug generate. We're going to go look at the meat line first off. No, we're going to run the other way. We're going to look at the meat waste line and see if we have made a mistake. Because we totally ran out of lead. That was all propene, I bet you. So then we're going to start making grod swamps, and hopefully they line up nice with the potatoes, because I'll build the rest of the green wall with grod. Yeah, I guess. Then we're going to end angle towards energy drink in order to get better augs. It's not super duper necessary, so we're still backed up on meat, kinda. Are we having trouble venting? No. We are producing a lot of ore. Is everyone going? Problem is it's destroying 1.5 a second, which I'm not sure if that's actually enough. I mean, it's obviously keeping pace, but just barely. I also had completely clogged it, so yeah, it's definitely keeping pace. And I can put in more here if I have to, but I don't want to. I want to keep the space because it's so crowded in here. Alright, anyway, this is moving forward again. Huzzah! Gasoline moving forward. Huzzah! Let's head over to Augland and see if we can do something about this. And then we have to put up grods. We have to start cadaveric rooms. We have plenty to do. No shortage of work in the future. So right here, you go there, you're tired. You're just augs, so into the system you go. Do I add more generators, or just throw them in a box right here? I don't really want to take up the space. And this power is all obsolete, because I have better, just completely self-contained power. So right here, you stand as a monument to an area that no longer exists. So great. Alright, next step. Start cadaveric arum. No, next step. Look at Renea, which I am right here. And oh, we're finally backed up. Alright, that's what I wanted. Yeah, we're gonna get this thing entirely online right now, aren't we? Okay, so I am the Renea Ferry. I really shouldn't have built this walkway like this. Built this entire area like this. I should have been a little tighter. But I aligned it on the other side. Bots, please don't. You're not as helpful as you think you. In my pockets. Turn off. Oh, maybe I'm not able to completely start this factory. Yeah, I'm not, but I'm gonna pretend like I am. I'll turn it all on, and then next time I sweep through, we will have enough Renea for everyone. It's right there, and then how are you supposed to get up here? I never really answered that question, did I? I guess the answer has to be something like this. And this has to get up there too. No, that comes in the center. Alright. So what we have here is a situation. Things are just a little out of hand. So you will go like this. You will come up like so. And then we have Renea flowers. This is going to slide right there, so I guess, wow, this is terrible. I didn't leave space for this. Yeah, the infrastructure is really dense here too. So I guess, because I have to get it, no, we'll go the other way. It'll go the other way. I will solve this problem by reversing this belt, and we'll do a capper thing. Wait, what? Okay, I had already accounted for this. I'm doing it wrong. I'm doing it wrong. This is wrong. This was the Renea out. Okay, I didn't have to do any of this. I thought I was being dumb, but instead I'm being dumb. I thought I had designed it badly, but instead I reacted badly. Okay. Embarrassing. Totally embarrassing, but I'll live, sort of. If you can call this existence I have being alive. Alright, so you don't have water. Why? You should definitely have water. Water is like right there. How do you not have water? Yeah, you totally got water. What? What? Oh, is there a rogue? Yeah, there was a rogue pipe right there. That's oogly. Alright, so I should just kind of ignore this for another hour. It's going to take a long time to back up enough of Renea seeds. But that's okay, right? So now we have all you going, you're not going. Why are you not going? No seeds. Yeah, seeds are precious right now, but it's all done at a profit, so I just have to make sure more cycles are going. And I did hook up the last one, right? So yeah, you'll be used. Alright. This is good. Walk away. This is good. This is totally didn't wreck things. Oh, it's a ton of aloe. Nice. Alright, so primary right here. You are now moving at 1.3. It's interesting. And then you will move. You're still not full up. Wow. So okay. That is our aloe update for this session. Just try to hold it together, I guess. So this is moving as fast as possible at 1.3, which is like 70 seconds to do this. Yeah, it's fine, whatever. Walk away. Just don't think about it. Thinky thoughts, bad thoughts. Don't think the thinky thoughts. How are we doing here? We're full up on potatoes. We don't have empty milk barrels? Oh, we're done. I'm not sure that's legal. Let's add more milk barrels. Should always be just overflowing. But gratifying that the potato bottleneck no longer is. Sure, take it. Why do I have fertilizer on me? Does any of this need fertilizer? Doesn't look like it. Oh, here we go. Here, I will pay one more I will perform one more action here in Aloe Land. Are we full up? Yes, now we are completely full up. So we have, now it's just increase fruit production, increase aloe production in tandem. Do you need fertilizer? You do. There you go. Okay, so I am worried that I don't have enough seed production. Because this has to produce seeds for export, and it has to produce seeds for, yeah, that was my fault. It has to produce seeds for export, and it has to produce, seeds to keep everything going. So I want to say this is wrong, and I need to put another one right here. I always neglect that aspect of things. Alright, so this is fine-ish. Fine. It's okay, kinda. Aspects of it are okay. So how... No, it's just chopping up Renee into seeds. That's all it's doing, to keep the Renee going. Alright, don't look at it. Don't look at it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Why are sponges so hard? Is that all Zogma? Oh, you are going. Bloop, 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 bloop. And here's the Zogma bottleneck. Alright, also fine. Don't look at it. What's not fine is the fact that this isn't going because of glassware. What's not fine is the trickle that's going on right there. We're out of boron trioxide? For real? Alright, I will examine that. I will also examine... this is all glassware again. Alright, boron trioxide. I never even think about you. How is this a problem? It's right here. What is going on with you? Boron trioxide. So it looks like just needs to be expanded, huh? So make me 2 more electrolyzers, I guess. Maybe 3 more. And then maybe a washer. Alright, I can handle this. This is sort of a problem I would love to solve right now. Get rock? Are you kidding me? It needs rock. And we know it's not going to be just that, especially not for ×3, so be braced for disappointment. Alright, elect. And then go get aluminum. Really? Keep bullets. Go in the bullet farm. Good. 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 And now we need steel and iron. Well, we can handle both of those, right? Because we have a steel cache right here. And we have iron cache right here. And now we need a washer, which we need copper. Washer. Alright, so now we can start thinking about setting this up. Oh my god, it takes forever to make these things. So, I guess the current situation is okay. Maybe okay? I don't know. I'm seriously losing track of this factory. How things are supposed to be. Boron trioxide is the problem, and we just don't have enough throughput. I lost track of it. It's over here, right? Yeah. What? No. completely normal attack. I'll have to take care of it eventually. And then I'll just I'll triple this, double this, and then add another washer. I'm gonna call it a day, right? Have another washer right here. It'll be perfect. But this is taking so much. Alright, let's wander away and pretend this isn't happening. And then this should have... Maybe I have to do a couple more of these. I don't know. Oh, it's used everywhere. Boron trioxide. There is exactly one way to do it. Oh, good to know. Bam. This area has never been used for anything. I've probably forgotten it existed. Oh, you can fix that. Errant grenade. Well, I'm going to have to be real careful in the future. These grenades are going to be so powerful, just going to be able to take things out. What's this? This is how you know an area hasn't had sufficient attention. Alright, so while that is building, while a plan is coming into focus, I would say go do cadaveric rums, but we're going to require still more stuff to be built. Oh, I should get rid of the sap somehow. Where can I go to get rid of sap? Do I have a composter right here? Sap can't be composted? Seriously? Serious? That doesn't work like that. How are we on cocoons? Cocoons are still a big problem. Well, it's backed up to this, so not as big a problem as it used to be. So I guess we start a rums, at least gather the material and start making the codices. Try to understand the situation we've found ourselves in. So right here, we don't want you to do Grodd no more. Acid gas, no, I prefer you not do that. Cadaveric arums. We just flower and tropical tree? Really, don't I have, like, oh wait a second. This requires... Alright, hold on. Suspicious. Very suspicious. Go there, go there. Do I have... No, I have to go get good sample now. You go there, you get picked up, you get added in there. So we need flower DNA, which I already used. I do have tropical tree, right? Nice. Alright. Cadaveric. What is your life cycle? Alright, so right here, we will make two cadaveric arums. We will then take 2 cadaveric arums, and we need 5 seeds to double that. So we need the seeds, of course, and the seeds are 4 to make 8. So I have to run this 6 times, in other words, because I need 6 arums, and then 2 to oversee the growing process, 4 to become seeds. And then they come here, and it needs stone will, coal gas, a lot of stuff I don't believe in right here. So by power of math, we must make 6 of these. So right there, we get more circuit boards, and then we will make 3 more. And then we have to start making tropical tree DNA. Oh, this is a problem. Eternal problem. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. There you go. And our parts have been made. We can go and work on boron trioxide bottleneck. And that's probably it for this episode. We'll fix that. What we need is not jute. We need tropical tree. So we'll need 3 of these, right? So 1, 2 more. There you go. And I'm going to need a Yatoi Allo codex times 2. Codex. Allo. Oh, it's Y. Yatoi. And now 1 more. So go grab glass. X. 1 more. And that will make those samples. And then after that, here, just pretend I didn't press that button. Tropical tree. That was tropical tree. What was the other one? Flower DNA? Flower DNA samples. That's just Relegia Codex. So, alright, you go there. This is making even now, so we need 2 Relegia Codex. Codex, Relegia. Tritz, Spun, Vernia, Zilipho. Just flail randomly until I see the word I'm looking for. 1, 2. Okay. Now you get started. Do you have enough? No, I have to go fetch Logi Science. Ugly. I will go do it. I will fetch. Is this going good? We're now looking like we're lard bound. Because I cut power. There we go. I cut power. Oh, and we're venting brains, which is probably not what I want to do, right? I want to save the brains for vat brain. Which is just a straight... How far is this away? It's very far away. Just a straight science bonus. So do I have I do have a deposit. Save more brains. Save more brains. Save the brains. If you can't tell, the vote is save the brains. Consciousness is a terrible thing to waste. Right there. That is a line that is primary, essentially. This entire thing's going to go into that entire bucket with output priority that way, so fine, I guess. Fine. I was coming this way for a reason. I need Logi Science. Okay, I need a few bricks of Logi Science. So unfortunately, this is a run all the way to the other way. Well, while I'm doing this, let's set off the new boron trioxide area, right? That was a bottleneck that we made, we built equipment for, so let's deploy it. What I'm gonna do is try my best to triple this. We're not doing this anymore. That's just dumb. Actually, how am I going to do this? Well, no, water has to come out. It has to leap. That's fine. Alright, so, and we need to put the washer in, of course. New washer. Okay, right there. Now we have muddy sludge is pretty much no, bad belt discipline or a line discipline. So that water line right there is using 2 lines, which is terrible. What ought not to be. So it looks like we have 3 out. Why are we completely stopped? Why do we suppose this is? You can no longer vent that. You don't have water in. Okay, so water in is going to have to come over like this. And while this works, it is oogly. So right there, there. I hardly remember making this area. This was so very long ago. So 3 in, 3 in. Great. So what we need right now is to copy this bad boy. Goes like so. Connect together. The water comes out like this, which isn't good, but you make do with the factory you have. Right there. And now you are venting. This is completely full up. Bam. Bam. I want high pressure. Pressure to you. Oh, it's going to take a while. I was gonna just slap down 2 of these, but fortunately it's gonna take a bit because I didn't pick up any small parts because I am not smart. But I will come over here and get my bricks of logi science. Actually, we probably have to save a little more now. And we're backed up on pi science. Oh, we're out of pi 2. Ooh. This is a different experience. Alright, why don't we have pi 2? Plastic. Obviously, not enough plastic. So, I guess I have to deal with that, right? We have enough Corlex milk up there. It's obviously just sitting there waiting to be processed, so we just don't have enough casein into plastic processing. So, I have to go take care of that. Before I do that, I should pick up a lot of small parts. Then I'm going to have to make a bunch of buildings and try to double plastic production. What is plastic production right now? 0. Flat 0. 100% of 0. Alrighty. Okay, great. Fantastic. Great to hear. So here is boron trioxide, which is our current problem. I like that I can just close my... Oh, I can't double it. How do I put in one more? Alright, I put in one more. There we go. There. We now are making boron trioxide at like 1.3 a second. Do we have enough of this? Doesn't look like it. Going 24/7 without interruption? Yes. Well, anyway, this isn't the bottleneck anymore. Don't look at it. It doesn't mean anything. The bottleneck right now is plastic production, which is... Where did my plastic consumption come from? I feel like just spiked out of nowhere. Alright, so, okay, don't get lost in the number of tabs you've got open. We were making cadaveric rum, just to start off tomorrow. So let's just finish doing that. Just take all these codices I made, take the logi science I picked up for a purpose over to where that purpose will be realized. Close the tab. Okay, so right here, you need more of that. Beautiful. Here, have this and have that. You need to take that and you need to make this, and then afterwards release your codex. Not quite yet. You need all of those. And this is it for right here, right? I think. All right, so now. You are blocked for good reason. We are experiencing extreme brain drain. This is wonderful. Meat line flowing smoothly. Everything's fine, except we don't have nearly enough plastic. Why? Not high enough throughput on plastic production. Okay, we can do this. We can fix this. We can fix it. Fix it. I'm actually kind of surprised we worked through that buffer of Pi Science 2 so quickly. Felt like it only lasted for a couple techs. Alright. We are not bottlenecked on plastic. Not. Thought we were. We are not. Okay. So, confused, disoriented, scared, many words that denote discomfort with my current situation. So how about we run over here as fast as humanly possible, find out why we have no PySci 2. This really must be addressed. Alright. Why are we not making any PySci 2? We've got no plastic, no casein. So what is your job? Plastic, casein, Zephyr eggs, and mechanical parts. I believe you're hung up on mechanical parts right now? Do I believe that? I'm not sure I believe Zephyr eggs. Because I thought we were keeping up there. Further north. Yes. He is waiting for mechanical parts. Mechanical parts is waiting on control panel. Control panel over here is waiting on quartz ore. Do not believe. It's either quartz ore or battery or glass. So of those, battery is the most likely bottleneck. Because battery is limited by poop, which is the problem we're researching right now. We cannot get the research to handle the poop problem because we do not have the research to retain the poop technology required. We were trying to skip a tier of poop tech, but instead we may find out it is us who are the poopers. I do not wish to deal with manure anymore. It does not bring out the best in me. Alright, so here we are. Here is our lost caravan, who is trying to get 400 batteries, who is 60 short. You have cold stopped. Cold stopped because alright, we are allocating too much to this. We are off balance. We are askew. This is why I couldn't do the potatoes when I wanted to do the potatoes, because we are burned through the manure buffer, and now here we are. So we are dedicating a whole lot more of the urea to... What's your problem? Where do you want to go? I don't know. Looks important though. take this. And so this is cyanic acid. We need to find a better way to make cyanic acid. And problem, I want to say, is I don't believe that exists. Cyanic acid. Okay, so we have this. Just crunch coal and ammonia and make cyanic acid. Okay. I mean, okay. I'll have to go clean it takes a lot of coal for this, unfortunately. I have to go clean a coal belt, and there's a way of doing it. Like, the other way is just a bunch of urea, and urea is expensive. Ammonia is... It's much easier to make ammonia from urea. Because there's this recipe. Like 20 urea is ammonia. And this is much, much more efficient, times 3 when it comes to urea. And I have to get the Wohler synthesis going. Like, I really should tackle this properly, but I don't have the proper input in. That proper input being, of course, manure. And this only makes 30 cyanic acid. And each battery is 30. And this produces just 1 each. And I'm almost out of personal batteries, so I'm going to have to go pick them up soon. And the preference is this way, which is towards science. So we're going to have to do that and do that. And that kicks the dinosaur loose. But this does not solve our problem long term. How do we solve this problem? We must increase urea production. And right now it is a precious resource. Right now we're doing this. Oh, so we're using it to get rid of the waste ammonia. What else is ammonia used for here? Melamine. That's a very efficient recipe. So, yeah. So this is actually where most of the cyanic acid is coming from. And I already have a clean coal line, I guess. I wonder how reliable that is. So all I need to do, essentially, to make this work is maybe to double this, to add another destructive distillation column right here, and then to increase the amount of manure coming in. And to increase the amount of manure, I need to... Or to switch the balance and have this stop being the main urea depot. And instead... do something else. Even though this really is a fantastic way of making urea. Slaughter more fish, I guess. Just have a pull on the fish farm. Slaughter more Xylopho. Don't know. I don't know. I am confused and disoriented. And I'm just going to call it a day right here. I have kicked the dinosaur loose. The problem persists. What is our battery production? Battery. So we noodle around like 3 a minute, which is just trash tier. Yeah, it's about 3 a minute. And it gets used for tech. It gets used for my personal battery right there, so we're just taxing this right now. So we have to do something about this. But I suppose we just have to kind of wait and suffer is once we get through energy drink and we get to AUG 2, hopefully I'll have enough Pi Science 2 to get us there. Based on that just one load of the should, because it's making mechanical parts. It's a big multiplier right there, so I should be able to get here. And once I'm there, I'll be able to do this. Probably have to make another AUG food generator, that's alright. A separate one, you know? Bedding. Bedding is aloe leaves, so I have to get those going. Dried grod, I have to get grod up and going. Alright. Things are different. I'm not going to call it better. Well, I mean, I got better potatoes online. That's good. Yeah, this is just not worth a cycle. So this is just going to it's just going to fill up, and the seeds will come around. It's actually filling up faster than I thought it was. Yeah, seeds are almost filled up. Nice. And then it's going to start to throw off more Renea. Then that's basically it. Oh, look how it goes. Oh, and look how the seeds are backing up. Alright, it's time to get the next one online. You gotta go, I think? Yeah. And then we're gonna hook up this one. Oh, we still have extra? So we hook up new. Oh, what's in this? It is a happy failure box. So over here to here. And then over here to the next area. And then of course link up to the outs. So good. Aloe increases. One of the few places where I actually overbuilt, and I don't think I'm wrong at all for doing that. So next segment. Now we should probably cut that right there. You're going, you will be going. Okay, good. So exponential aloe growth has commenced. So next episode, Grod. Nothing else for it. We'll go over and we'll spike cadaveric rum. Then we'll look through the Grod life cycle is nothing at all. It's just Relesia, only it's called Grod. It's just War, only it's called Grod. It's just a different thing to pick up. We'll have to look at the products though. There's Grod, and then there's dried Grod, and then there is Grod seed. All of these things need to be collected. And I have to actually make energy drink. That's going to be an entire episode all in itself. Oh, and this needs urea too, or else, you know, big problems. Alright, fine. This is fine. Here, we'll actually go look at the mechanical parts area. Right up here. Alright, so it's actually making mechanical parts. This entire area is clicking forward again. How much battery do you need per? 3 battery for a control panel. So it's 1 battery per mechanical part. Which is unfortunate. Alright, you're moving, so Pi Science will start moving again. So yeah, 1 battery per mechanical part, and 1 mechanical part per 18 Pi Science 2s. So it's a fine ratio. Probably not gonna die. Why did I make 2 of these when I already had 1? Huh, well, that was an oversight, wasn't it? Anyway, Relesia, please. Then we gotta take the Relesia Codex, shove you in. Take this there and shove that in. Return the tech, return the tech, return the tech. Then anything else that I have to care about? Probably right. I have to be taking small electric poles to Seaweed Island forever. And it should be... We're here? No. Could have dumped it in, right? Yeah, there, dumped it in. Lit it up. Now we are finally making PySci 2 again. No, 2 mechanical parts. This takes 2 batteries. Every battery is 9 PyScience. Ooh, not sure about that, huh? Well, it's going. Alright, so it's turned back on. We are hard locked on manure. We'll eventually get it done. End up here, we'll get this recipe, we'll get all that. Take a look at Grod. Grod seeds. Grod seeds, 2 Grod become 4 Grod seeds. Grod is needed for a lot of stuff, so it is 1 output. And then Grod seeds are needed for a lot of stuff. No, very few things actually. So it is 1 output though. It's a throw-off output, not a real output. It's mostly just seed extract. Seed extract is syrup. That's just energy drink. Oh, energy drink is used for a lot of stuff, eh? Alright, so we'll make an energy drink bottling factory. That'll be comedy for an episode. Meanwhile, we make Grod, and Grod goes into dried Grod. Definitely using this recipe. Much, much better. And hot air is abundant, so I'm glad that's true. And then dried Grod is used for a few things. Fagnots. It's like more bees. I hate them. Guar and guar. That's comedy right there. So it's basically just bedding. So dried Grod is a product, but it's basically just bedding. And then this is just Kicalc, dried Grod, aloe. It's not ready in wood, and that makes bedding, and that's just fine. And that leads us over to... Bedding's used all over the place. Yeah, making a bedding factory is definitely a good idea. Where is that manure recipe? We need, not you, yes you, kinda like you, kinda like you. So this will make 10 on average. Is it faster? Manure. So this takes 60 seconds, and the one I'm doing right now takes 100 seconds. So yes, it's faster and it produces a ton more. And this will solve the urea problem for a while, I think. Maybe. I don't know. I'm done now. This has been kind of worried, kind of interested in this. Gorbachev. What is the Biofluid Network? What are you? You successfully bioengineered Gorbachev, Huzu, and Chorlock. These creatures are biological alternatives to the cargo Pyanodon. Instead of transporting items, they'll help you in your fluid logistics. So they're fluid caravans. Oh, beautiful. They're able to transfer fluids between provider tank and requester tank. Glorious. Entity floating biopyanoport. Feed and muck out your worker creatures. Unlike the standard Roboport, Bionoport has no logistic radius. Instead, make direct connections using entity vessel to ground. Interesting. The Biopyanoport requires a constant caloric supply in order to keep the creatures healthy and active. Each tier of workers' food allows for different amounts of deliveries. Food is always consumed at the beginning of delivery. Efficiency can be used. Additionally, floating biopyanoport can only spawn biofluid creatures, a maximum of 1 creature every 2.35 seconds. So it's like adaptive, flexible pipes. Biofluid creature can typically return to whatever bioport it came from. 10% chance to spread to another bioport in the same network. That sounds bad. The requester tank has several user filter settings. First, consider this type of fluid and amount, then configure the requester's priority compared to the other requesters. Note that 2 requesters have the same priority. The requester with the highest request side minus the currently provided fluid capacity. Alright, that's awesome. Guano is a useful wasteful product created in the Pyanoport. Each creature produces waste. Once the waste bar is full, guano is delivered. Move these waste products with an inserter, or it'll back up. So Gorbachev moves slow and is 10k. And then Chorlock is fast and is 20k per trip. I don't know how I feel about that, because I think of fluids in terms of hundreds. So this says 200 is delivered every period. So I don't know how I feel about this. We're going to go see it. Just not right now. Right now, I am done. Tomorrow is Grodd. Grodd on the way to energy drink on the way to Augs Part 2, Augs Part 2 on the way to an improved manure farm on the way to better potatoes and more batteries, ensuring the continuance of all of the above. Do I have that correct? I don't know. Here, have a pretty flower. Oh wait, don't I need one more? I do need one more. That's why there's 3 of those. Codex Religio. So I'll wait one more, then I will be done. The factory is different. Let's take a look at what we did today. Potato. We have overwhelmed the potato system. Potato dominance. We used to be at 22. Now we're at like 85 times 4 with more coming. Potato problems, we do not have them. We have potato solutions, and unfortunately, with the draw being so bad, it is not serving as a green wall, calling into question basically everything I've done. All right, done now. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.